What is up, you guys? Namakan here, bringing you my perspective as to what entertainment is bringing us. And today, we'll be talking about Slipknot's fourth studio album, All Hope Is Gone. Released on August 26, 2008, it was a commercial success, peaking at number 1 on the Billboard 200, their first album to do so. It was also well received by critics and fans alike, with many people praising the band's experimentation on a different style of metal in this album. All Hope Is Gone is a groove metal album, diverting away from nu metal after Volume 3 The Subliminal Verses. This album is certified platinum, meaning it has sold over 1 million copies in the United States alone. Slipknot is one of my favorite bands in the old metal scene. My favorite album from them is a tie between Volume 3 and We Are Not Your Kind. I'm leaning more towards the latter. I remember being obsessed with that album when it first came out. I was blasting that album all the time. It's an amazing record. So, how does All Hope Is Gone stand out against Slipknot's discography? Well, let us go track by track on the album, starting with Execute. So up until now, for Slipknot, they've always had album intros, eerie album intros to be specific, and this intro is no different. This intro uses a speech from Spiro Agnew, who was the vice president for Richard Nixon. Corey Taylor, the lead singer of Slipknot, had this idea to use Spiro Agnew's speech as a base for the intro, and he showed it to Sean Cramp, who was one of the founding members of the band. Sean liked the idea, but he told Corey to make it his own thing, and so they made Execute into an eerie and terrifying intro, setting the tone for All Hope Is Gone. The next song is called Gematria. The intro greatly transitions to this song, and you can already tell that Slipknot is not using the nu metal sound anymore. They have moved on from it. If you want a political song from Slipknot, Gematria is the closest you are gonna get. As Corey has stated, that this song is about people disguising politics as a religion and using that into legitimate policies. That pisses him off, and he goes off on this song. He also said that this song is not about his disgust in America, it is about the people. This song is brutal, and I love it for that. One of the best songs on the album. The next song is called Sulfur, one of the singles of the album. Oh my god, this song is amazing. Everything from down to Corey Taylor's vocals, the guitarist, the drums, the production, the chorus. Oh my god, the chorus is so good. Absolutely one of the best songs on the album. The next song is the most popular song on the album, Psychosocial. This is the quintessential Slipknot song. This song is everything you want in a Slipknot song. From Corey Taylor's growling and melodic vocals, the guitar work being a big presence, along with a fantastic guitar solo done by Mick Thompson and Jim Root, along with fantastic drumming by Joy Jordison, lush production, catchy chorus. Yeah, this is not only one of the most iconic songs in metal and rock, it's also one of the most iconic songs in the 2000s. The music video for this song is their most viewed on YouTube. Although Duality and The Devil and I are catching up. Surprisingly enough, this song has not been certified by the RIAA, despite its huge popularity within the rock scene. Other songs like Before I Forget, Wait and Bleed, and even The Devil and I has been certified, and yet nothing on Psychosocial. That's weird to me. If there was a song I would introduce anyone to Slipknot, Psychosocial is one of the first ones that I would choose. This song is iconic. The next song is another favorite of mine from All Hope Is Gone, and it is another single, Dead Memories. This song is about a breakup, a relationship that ended in the worst way possible. Corey has stated that this was about a divorce 10 years in the making and he wanted to get a lot out. It was a cathartic song for him. Again, one of my favorites from the album. Another Slipknot classic. The next song is called Vendetta. Slipknot, since its debut, has signed with major record label Roadrunner Records, up until their most recent album, The End So Far. Right now, Sean Cran, or better known as his alias as Clown, has confirmed that they are working on the new material. The next song is called Butcher's Heart. This is one of my favorite deep cuts on the album. I just love the aggressiveness and the brutality of this song. This song is about the pop culture sphere and the mentality mainstream media has that brain-rotted so many people. It wouldn't be a Slipknot album if there isn't an anti-pop song. That's pretty much the standard. The next song is called Gehenna. All Hope Is Gone was the last album for some band members that contributed to Slipknot. Well, one was Paul Gray, who was one of the founding members of the band, the bassist for the band. He died in 2010 due to drug overdose. The autopsy also finds he had developed heart disease. He passed away at his hotel and was 38 years old. He's so young, man. He died too young. The other was Joey Jordison, who is the original drummer for Slipknot and also a founding member of the band. He left the band in the end of 2013. The Slipknot, the band, announced that he left for personal reasons, but Joey replied and retaliated that he was actually fired, and there was some ongoing. I'm assuming that there was some ongoing drama between Joey, Sean, and Corey. Yeah, something must have happened between them. It left the big shock to the fan base, as Joey has been a part of Slipknot's identity since its inception. Years later, it was revealed that Jordison was suffering from a neurological disease that prevented him from playing drums during the end of his time with the band. As time went on, the disease has gotten worse for him as he lost the ability to walk. He was trying to recover from it thanks to medical help and professional help. But unfortunately, he has succumbed to the disease in 2021, where he died from his sleep. He was 46 years old. Died too young. Man. Slipknot fans. Yeah, I remember this. It was not a good time to be a Slipknot fan. It was brutal. The next song is called This Cold Black. Some of you might know that I have already reviewed a Slipknot album. It was Point 5 The Great Chapter. I haven't heard the whole album in its entirety since then, but I think I remember that it was my least favorite album from them. I think that still stands, but again, I haven't heard it in its entirety since. There are some songs that I love. Of course, songs like The Devil and I, Kill Pop, those are iconic songs from them. But some deep cuts that I remember liking were The One That Kills the Least and If the Rain Is What You Want. I do recall that a lot of songs are interchangeable in Point 5, but I do remember enjoying the album enough. And that song was dedicated to Paul Gray. Yeah, there was a song that I think it was Scarcastrophe, or yeah, I think it was Scarcastrophe. I could be wrong. Yeah, let me know in the comments section down below if it's Scarcastrophe. Could be that one. I could be very wrong. The next song is called Wherein Lies Continue. If I have to choose what was my least favorite song in the album, this will be it. This song is such a drag to listen to, honestly. It's not only like it sounds too dreary and drab, but like it sounds boring, and literally almost nothing happens in this song. Chorus sounds awful. He literally sounds awful in this song. Not helping was the production. It sounds off. And I don't like the main melody of this song. It just sounds like a generic nu metal riff. Definitely a filler song that I would skip. The next song is called Snuff. This is another big big song for Slipknot. As it as this was a not only is it because of the departure of the sound, with it being a more alternative rock song rather being a metal song, but it's also the song where Corey Taylor, for the majority of the song, uses his melodic chords. Snuff is one of the best songs on the album. It sounds beautiful, but it's not a love song. It's 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 the it's this song is about an individual who fell in love with someone, and he this individual believes that this other person feels the same towards them. They realize that they don't feel that way, and yeah, I think this song is where Corey was venting to to his frustrations. And man, this is such a heartbreaking song to listen to. One of the best songs on the album. One of the best songs Slipknot has done. It is. This is one of the best songs this band has ever made. Literally, it is so beautiful and so dark and so heart-wrenching. And the last song on this album is the title track, All Hope Is Gone. Now, I'm not sure if I would end it. I would end the album off with this song. I mean, the song is. I mean, don't get me wrong. The song is fine, but I don't know, man. I would have ended with Snuff, honestly. That's a way better. That's a lot better way to end the album, if you ask me. But otherwise, All Hope Is Gone is pretty good, if you ask me. I mean, there are some songs that are pretty interchangeable. I mean, Wherein Lives Continue is that song wasn't it, but honestly, I wouldn't. For as far as I know, people rank that in the lower end of Slipknot's discography. When it comes to Slipknot, people don't rate All Hope Is Gone as highly as uh, so, We Are Not Your Kind. Their self-titled their debut album, Iowa, Volume 3. Yeah, all people don't put All Hope Is Gone in the same pedestal. And but there is one song that I would say puts some of these songs to sleep. That is Child of Burning Time. That song is incredible. And I hate the fact that it's a bonus track. That song should have been in the actual album. I love this song. I mean, it sounds, it's definitely more inspired by. It definitely sounds like more of a Stone Sour song than a Slipknot song, but that doesn't detract that how great this song is. This should have been on the album. This should have been on the album. It literally beats out some of the songs on the actual album, if you ask me. That song is incredible. I love that one. Yeah. So, Child of Burning Time, y'all, yeah. I don't think I'm not sure if some of you know of it since it was a bonus track, but please check that song out. That song is great. So, All Hope Is Gone by Slipknot gets a 3.5 out of 5. And for those of you that have heard All Hope Is Gone by Slipknot, did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And if you want to, you can also follow my Instagram, backlog, and letterbox down in the description down below. And for those of you who are Slipknot fans and you somehow have not listened to this album, I will put the link to the album down in the description down below. So if you just in case you guys want are curious on hearing it. All right, you guys. This is Namik Khan. I'll see you all next time.